the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. This one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And a chance here to check out some stats for him.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. They've got Gary Trent, Kuminga out there with Paul George. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Porzingis in at the center position. And for the Nets, we've got Anthony. Kobe is out there with the great one. Then it's Jordan, and it's Yao in at the center, filling out the middle. And looking at this game in terms of the NBA Cup, there are major implications here tonight.
Yeah, both these teams come in at 1-0, and with just 4 games in the group stage, the difference between 2-0 and 1-1 is massive. I'm sure that's not a fact that's lost on either of these coaches.
And stolen by Yao. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And here's Anthony for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
Good to see Anthony knocking down that 3. When he does this, the offense becomes even more potent.
Porzingis sets the pick for Westbrook. Trent against Bryant. Trent outside, 5 on the clock, tries it from the top of the key, rebounded by the Nets. This team is on quite a run. They're in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning, constantly tweaking the winning formula. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes, a sign of a skilled offensive player.
And here's Westbrook. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Simply one of the better passers around. Westbrook's so good at finding his guys.
Here's the great one. Jordan finds Anthony. In the corner, it's Jordan. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And Jordan can score from anywhere on the floor. At least that's what he believes.
Trent outside. Here's Kuminga. Outside for George. Off target from outside. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Kobe from deep. Good on the triple.
Nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
Westbrook passes to Kuminga. George with no one around. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Clark with the Hornets, they were hit with injuries as hard as any team in the NBA in the 23-24 season.
Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more. They were so unfortunate in that regard. And it's not anything you can control, and it made it almost impossible for them to have a productive season because of those injuries. And, you know, when healthy, Porzingis is a problem, man. I mean, this guy is so hard to match up against because of his skill and his size.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Nikola Jovic has checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. He noted how much extra film they're watching heading into this, and one guy that jumped out at them was Kristaps Porzingis. He said scoring over that guy is a challenge. It's not just the size, it's how well he positions himself. And he's a patient shot blocker. He waits for you to make your move. We'll see how they approach it. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Here's the great one. Following the basket by Russell Westbrook from deep, Jordan. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Westbrook with the block.
The timing that time had to be perfect, and it sure was for Westbrook.
6 on the shot clock. Drives to the hoop. Oh!
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Now, here is George. His last outing, he had 24 points. Bryant from deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Bryant's got 6.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
George against Jordan. It's Trent on the wing. Porzingis with a screen on Kobe. And Gary Trent Jr. hits from deep. Trent's got a couple of threes now in the first for Charlotte.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
That's a weapon Porzingis uses effectively. I mean, teams are ready for it now, but there's still not a lot you can do against him when he's knocking down the 3.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis. Taking a look at Brooklyn, and their NBA Cup run started with a victory. These home fans hoping to see them not just second win in the group portion.
Yeah, and I think it's always important to take advantage of the home court advantage and capitalize on that, especially in the cup format. You get up 2-0, and that gives you a big leg up.
And now, talking about how things are going for Charlotte, this is their second game of the NBA Cup after starting out group play with a win.
Yeah, and it's important to try and go 4-0 in the group stage in order to make the knockout round. We've seen multiple 3-1 teams fail to qualify.
Now, here's Trent. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. Kuminga finds Porzingis. Chalk up 2 there. And that's now 9 points for Porzingis.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Now, Trent, following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Shot from 12. The rebound by Bryant.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
So it's the Hornets now, following the bucket by the Nets. Charlotte moving the ball around. This one for 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Jordan. Hornets with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Pass to the great one. He's looking for Bryant and finds him. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
This just proves how tough Kobe is. Brushing off the defense inside, a no-brainer.
Outside, Kuminga. Porzingis. Rebound by Yao Ming. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Here's Trent after the made shot from Michael Jordan. Right wing. Porzingis finds Coulibaly. Over Jordan. And the Hornets miss again.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Kobe misses.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Pass to Coulibaly. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Bryant.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And the Nets making a change here. Connects checked in. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Bridges checks in. Trent outside. Porzingis at the elbow. On the wing, Bridges. Drains the three-pointer.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the catch.
Here's the great one.
Oh, man!
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Bridges, no one around him. His three-pointer's off the mark. Nets leading by 10. One thing you know you're going to get from Bridges, he can really score.
That has never been a problem for him. He's always been able to put it in the basket. He's got a really good feel and stays in attack mode when he's on the offensive end.
Porzingis. And that one, good. Porzingis has got 11 points.
No substitute for hustle and hard work, and Porzingis getting the bucket because he put both into effect there.
Charlotte making some changes. Klingon, he's checked in for Porzingis. Kuminga comes in for Bridges. And Topic is subbed in for Trent. Here's Connect. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. What a key game tonight in the Cup. A second of 4 group stage games. Tonight, in a word, is huge.
Well, as you mentioned, Kevin, there are just 4 group games. So after tonight's game, both teams will have a much better idea of where they stand and what chances they have to advance.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. Number 1, the Nets.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
Both free throws good from Jackson. Here's George. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. For the 3, buries it from three-point range. George has got his second bucket.
It's a big part of George's game, the three-point shot, and for good reason. I mean, he's a sniper out there.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Kuminga. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
And the Hornets making a change here. Topic just checked in, and we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks.
in early offense.
Hey, I know analytics shuns the mid-range game, but I tell you what, these guys have the shooters that can knock them down, and they're making it pay tonight.
Here's Bryant. Releases from the wing and drills it. Kobe's got 10 points in the game.
Smooth as silk. Bryant's jumper, gorgeous.
Bridges outside. Kuminga, screen on Jackson. Stolen by Connect. It's tipped to the wing right side. And it's the great one missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And how about the awareness by Clingan, a big man who can sense when one of his teammates is open.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Here's the great one. He's got 17 and a missed layup.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Bryant from deep three. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Nets lead by 3. We've got more in store for you. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter...
So for the Nets, Anthony's checked in for Jackson. Bryant comes in for Jordan. And the great one subbed in for Shepherd. And then for Charlotte, Porzingis is checked in for Clingan. Paul George comes in for Kuminga. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Topic. We've got the great one, Edey out there with Anthony. And there's Bryant. And it's Connect in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
Wow. I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Here's Bridges. Then Bridges jams it in.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdowns.
Here's the great one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George. And this NBA Cup, Greg, it's patterned after the WNBA Commissioner's Cup, which we all enjoy, and that started back in 2021.
Well, the W had loads of success with the Cup format. The basketball world took notice, and I think that is a major reason why the NBA started their version in 2023.
The shot comes out.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. The rebound by the Nets. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Anthony, the pass to the great one. They set the screen. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Anthony's got 9 points now in the quarter. Now George. 6 points for him. Over Connect. And it's George missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And a deep three from Bryant. The long distance three is buried. Bryant's got 17 now.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Yao, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Jordan comes in for Connect. Kuminga's come in for Charlotte. Trent comes in for Coulibaly. And so it's Charlotte with it. It's a 14-point game, and it's blocked.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Westbrook. Porzingis trying to get free, and it's Westbrook missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, it's not easy trying to keep Yao Ming off the glass, just wreaking havoc with his activity on the offensive boards.
Westbrook passes to Porzingis. Over in the corner, Kuminga sinks the three-pointer. Kuminga's got his second basket of the night.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
Right there, you saw the relentlessness of Kobe Bryant.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They trail by 18. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Two teams in the bottom half of the conference as far as respect goes. They're both scratching and clawing to try to get a little more of that respect.
Outside, George. No good on the three.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
The Nets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
Kobe against Trent. Down low.
And given how well he shoots it from the line, this is not a good foul. Got to avoid that at all costs.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5. First one falls for him.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
The shot's good from Jordan.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they really started to get it closer to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part. Even for the best three-point shooting teams, sometimes you got to do a little something different to get your offense going.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
30 seconds left in the second quarter. 2 points. That one goes. 17 points for Porzingis.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Kuminga kicks to George. Over Jordan. Rebounded by the Nets. Anthony's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Nets out in front, leading by 17. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Brooklyn Nets.
When you outwork your opponent like this, getting those extra shots, it just shows your guys want it more, man.
Yeah, talent is one thing, but there's no replacement for hustle and effort.
And now, an opportunity to check out the old social media feed. Low-Key Christoph wants to know, Shaq, what's the best nickname that you've ever created for somebody else?
I gotta go with one of my more recent creations for Domantas Sabonis. Lithuania Lasagna, a.k.a. Sacramento Specialty.
Ooh. Usually save the best nicknames for yourself, but I gotta give it to you. I like that Lithuanian lasagna. That's pretty good.
Hey, the nicknames never stop for the big fella.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Setting the floor for the Hornets, they've got Paul George, Jonathan Kuminga out there with Porzingis. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Trent in at the shooting guard.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
The three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's the great one, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Nice ball movement that time by Bryant, and I don't think he gets enough credit, guys, for how good a passer he is.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Kuminga. Right side, Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Bryant with the rebound. Kobe's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's the great one. Down it goes!
Take that rack
What
down!
a slam!
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Westbrook dishes to George. Misses the 3.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
And then Jordan slams it in.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. It's blocked.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Outside, Kuminga. Outside, Westbrook. And here's George for 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night. Nets leading by 22. Here's Kobe. And Bryant throws it down hard!
And the amazing moves, folks. Skillfully handling that rock and creating some space for himself.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for the great one. He's averaging 56 points, 10 assists, and almost 3 blocks. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's the great one, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Not not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Hornets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Porzingis sets the pick for George. Outside, Kuminga. Charlotte no good that time either. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 12-3 run right now. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And that one drops for him. Anthony's got 16.
This is the skill of Anthony on full display, able to knock that one down in close.
Trent outside and stolen by Yao. Kobe, that's for 2. The Hornets pull it in. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Again, the Hornets score.
You know, Porzingis' ability to shoot the ball well from every level really opens up the floor for him and his teammates. He'll make that mid-range, Jay, as much as he makes threes.
Anthony's shot is off. Charlotte has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Nailed from three-point land.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Trent setting the pick for Kuminga. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Brooklyn leading by 20. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Sacramento Kings.
And for that game against the Warriors, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Kobe, no good.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. A three-pointer is right on target. Kobe's got 27.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Porzingis with a screen on Bryant. Trent can't hit. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
George passes to Porzingis. And again, the Hornets missing. Nets leading by 23. George with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Shoots it up. And it's Kuminga, that time on the assist by Porzingis. Kuminga's got 8 here in the quarter. Lets it go from 14. Kobe with the bucket.
Oh, it's been all Kobe all the time tonight. What a scoring machine.
Right side, Westbrook. To the inside, Trent. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Nets. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Coulibaly, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. The great one passes to Yao. Jackson with it. Defended by Kuminga. Here's the great one. Good work defensively by Trent. Hornets trail by 21. Floats it up for Kuminga. That one, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Nights like this tonight, I mean, that's why you pay Porzingis max money at times. He simply just carries the offense.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Outside for George. It's the three-point bomb. George has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Hornets.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
George sets a screen for Kuminga. From deep, Trent, and another three for Charlotte.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Oh! My goodness. Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
To the paint. And it's the great one with the rebound. Nets leading by 19. Jackson down low. Kuminga on him. Pass to the great one. Bryant looking around. Top of the key jumper, no good. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And here is Kuminga. Porzingis sets the pick for Kuminga. Outside for George. No good on the triple. Brooklyn's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Coulibaly. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this one.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Edey comes in for Yao. And it's Connect in for Bryant. Jordan. And he comes up with the deuce. Jordan's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Porzingis sets the pick for Bridges. Shoots it. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 23.
You know, one of the things I love about Porzingis' game, he's really a terrific catch-and-shoot guy, especially for a 7-footer.
Nets passing it around. Outside for Jordan. Hands it from downtown. 23 points in the game.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Houston passes to Kuminga. And the foul called on the great one. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Hornets making a change here.
Checking in for the away team. Playing Zion Williams.
1:02 left in the third quarter. There's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bridges. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Moving it up, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Defense having really no effect on Bridges. He just keeps producing with no sign of slowing down.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul, team seconds.
And the first one at the line is good. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Edey. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Charlotte. He hits both from the stripe. Boy, Greg, it seems like the big man have returned. And Donovan Clingan is one of them.
Yes, he is 7'2" with a wingspan to match, the capability to dominate the paint, and his impact is felt at both ends of the court.
Here's the great one. 33 points for him. Pass to Anthony. Jordan with it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
And so Jordan nails both of them. For 3, Westbrook. No good that time. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has been... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his team.
So it's Brooklyn now. They lead by 17. But great one with the bucket.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Floats it up for Kuminga. Back to Trent. Fires from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Anthony's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Here's the great one. And he finishes nicely on the layup. The great one's got 38 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
I think you've got to run Porzingis off of his shots. I mean, you can't let him get comfortable because he'll knock him down.
Here's the great one. Yep, that one goes in there. The great one's got 7 points here in this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Here's Westbrook, and it goes down 2 points.
You know, Westbrook able to score from anywhere. He just is so assertive and confident in what he can do out there.
Pass to Shepherd. Here's the great one. Outside Anthony. There's the drive. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Nice find that time from Carmelo. We know it's a score, but that time did a good job finding the open teammate.
Outside Kuminga. Trent, a screen on Anthony. Kuminga against Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Kuminga.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Ryan's checked in. The Hornets also with a sub. George is checked in for Miles Bridges.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Kuminga sets a screen for Trent. A three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 22. Outside, Kobe. Great D that time from Westbrook. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Left side, George. And stolen by Jordan. for the finish. And slam dunk by Jordan.
You know, Jordan doesn't need any help there. I mean, his athleticism is really on another level.
Now here's Westbrook, guarded closely. From deep, Trent. Rebound by Yao Ming. Yao's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one.